You're listening to the Get Your Gut Together with Dr. Arreola podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. Arreola. I'm a licensed naturopathic doctor with a telemedicine practice who specializes in all things gut health. I created this podcast to provide listeners like you with the information needed to understand how the gut works, how it affects nearly every aspect of your health, and of course, to give you the basics on how you can start improving your gut health today. I'm committed to empowering my listeners and providing you all with the information and the tools you may need to advocate for yourselves, get your gut together, and achieve optimal health. Now let's get the show started. The information provided on this show is not medical advice and is intended for educational purposes only. It is not meant to diagnose or treat any disease or condition. Please consult your healthcare provider before incorporating any of the information provided into your personal care. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Get Your Gut Together with Dr. Arreola podcast. Have you ever heard that using supplements is a waste of time and money? Well, I certainly have, and that was actually the inspiration for today's episode. Because of that, I want to do things a little bit differently today and talk more about supplements, the benefits of using them, what to look out for, and also what supplements I personally like to use to help treat and support the gut naturally. If you don't already know, supplements are products that are intended to supplement or enhance the nutrient intake of an individual, typically in the form of a pill, capsule, powder, or liquid. They contain a variety of vitamins, minerals, herbs, amino acids, and other substances that are beneficial to your health. Supplements of all kinds have become increasingly popular over the last few years, and there is no doubt that this has a lot to do with social media. Now, they're popular for a variety of reasons, but social media really is a big one. On a daily basis, I hear about so many different supplements that have gone viral because they claim to dramatically improve your gut health and get rid of all of your stubborn symptoms. Now, sometimes this is accurate, but in most cases, a lot of those supplements are not what they claim to be and can even be dangerous if used incorrectly. The main purpose of using supplements is to help fill nutrient gaps in the diet, particularly for individuals who may not be able to consume all the nutrients they need through food alone. But additionally, they can also provide targeted support for specific health concerns or conditions when used appropriately and in the right dosages. So in today's episode, I want to spend some time going over my favorite products and supplements used for gut health. And I also want to touch on what to look for when purchasing supplements on your own. Where are some places online that you can purchase from that are both safe and convenient? So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, I'm going to go through this list by supplement category. So I will discuss 3 relatively broad categories. 1 will be probiotics, 2 will be nutrients, and 3 will be herbal medicine. I will briefly explain what each category is, how they work in the body, and my personal favorites to use. Supplement category number 1 on the list is probiotics. Probiotics are live microorganisms or bacteria that are commonly referred to as good bacteria because they can help restore the natural balance of microorganisms in the gut. Probiotics work by colonizing the gut with beneficial bacteria, which can help improve digestion and nutrient absorption, boost the immune system, and support overall gut health. They can also help to crowd out harmful bacteria that can lead to infection and imbalances in the gut and microbiome and other various health issues. There are many reasons why somebody might need to take probiotics. So for example, if someone has recently taken antibiotics, probiotics can help restore the balance of bacteria in the gut that may have been disrupted by the medication. They may also be beneficial for people with digestive symptoms such as bloating, gas, or diarrhea, as they can help to improve gut function and alleviate symptoms. However, this does not mean that using a probiotics will fix all of your gut health issues. It's better looked at as a tool rather than a cure. With that said, it's important to note that not all probiotics are created equal either. Different strains of probiotics can have different effects on the body, and the effectiveness of a probiotic supplement depends on factors such as the specific strains used, the diversity of the strains, the dosage, and the symptoms that we're trying to address. Dosage of probiotics is referred to as CFU, or colony forming units, and basically tells us the number of live bacteria in that supplement. So you may see one with 10 billion, 25 billion, or even 100 billion CFU, but it's important to note that a higher CFU does not necessarily indicate that that probiotic is better or more effective. Again, the dosage will depend on what you're looking to address. Now let's talk about a couple of my favorite probiotic supplements. I personally really like to use 2 different probiotics depending on the goals of the person I'm working with, and those 2 are Therbiotic Complete by Klaire Labs and Orthobiotic by Orthomolecular Labs. Therbiotic Complete is a broad-spectrum hypoallergenic blend of 12 strains in a base of inulin. Inulin acts as a prebiotic, which is food for these good bacteria, encouraging them to thrive. Now, if I'm being honest, I love the entire Therbiotic line of probiotics by Klaire Labs. They have powdered options, capsules, formulations specifically for kids and infants and seniors, and they're all super high quality and free from common allergens like gluten and dairy. Orthobiotic by Orthomolecular Labs is my other favorite probiotic. Like the one I just mentioned, this blend is also free from allergens and comes in at a higher dosage. But one of the reasons I love this product is because it also contains Saccharomyces boulardii, which is a beneficial yeast that supports your immune system by increasing levels of SIGA in the gut. It's also particularly helpful if you're dealing with yeast overgrowth like Candida. Moving on to the second category of my favorite supplements for gut health, we have nutrients. Now, this is an ultra broad category, which includes vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. And since I want to keep this somewhat brief, I can't possibly go over every single beneficial vitamin, amino acid, and mineral. So I'm going to limit it to 3 that I use frequently: 1 mineral, 1 vitamin, and 1 amino acid. First on the list is vitamin D. Vitamin D plays a really important role in gut health. Not only is it involved in regulating the absorption of calcium and other minerals in the gut, which is important for strong bones and teeth, but vitamin D also has several anti-inflammatory properties and plays a role in regulating the gut microbiome. Now, if you've listened to my previous podcast episodes, you know all about the microbiome and its role in our overall health, but especially in the health of our digestive system. Additionally, low levels of vitamin D have been linked to a higher risk of more serious digestive diseases, such as inflammatory bowel disease. So I like to make sure that my patients' vitamin D levels are adequate, usually at about a level of 50 and up. My favorite vitamin D supplement is vitamin D3 K2 by Orthomolecular products. For one, this supplement comes in liquid form, which is ideal if you're not a pill person. Secondly, it contains 25 micrograms or 1,000 IU per drop, which is incredible. I often will add about 20 drops to my smoothie once per week and forget about it, which again is great if you're not all that good at remembering to take things daily. Another reason I love this product is because it contains vitamin D3, which is a preferable form of vitamin D, as it has been found to maintain vitamin D levels in the body for a longer period of time when compared to vitamin D2. And lastly, this product contains K2, which works synergistically with vitamin D3 to promote bone health. When a person has compromised digestive absorption, this increases their risk of being insufficient in vitamin K2. This will ultimately affect bone health in the long run. Next on the nutrient list, we have magnesium. Magnesium is an important mineral for gut health for several reasons. First, it plays a key role in regulating muscle function throughout the body, including the muscles in the GI tract. This helps to promote healthy digestion and can help alleviate symptoms of constipation. Magnesium also helps regulate the balance of bacteria in the gut microbiome. There are studies that connect a magnesium deficiency to an imbalance of gut bacteria, which can contribute to a variety of digestive issues. And lastly, magnesium is essential for the production of enzymes that help break down food in the gut. So without adequate magnesium, the body may not be able to produce enough digestive enzymes, which can lead to poor digestion. There are several different types of magnesium out there, but the 2 types that I mostly enjoy using and recommending are magnesium citrate and magnesium glycinate. If a person is struggling with constipation, I'll opt for magnesium citrate since it can help to gently get things moving. Magnesium glycinate is best if you also struggle with anxiety and a nervous stomach. This form of magnesium is calming to the body, and it's an excellent choice if you have a deficiency. Magnesium oxide is a popular option as well, and although it acts similarly to magnesium citrate, meaning it gets the bowels moving, it does have a poor absorption rate, so I typically don't recommend it, especially if you are dealing with a magnesium deficiency. As far as brands, I really like Magnesium Glycinate Plus by Integrative Therapeutics and Calm by Natural Vitality. And lastly, on the nutrient list, we have l-glutamine. I always joke that l-glutamine is my claim to fame because about a year ago, I just happened to make a quick video on TikTok discussing the benefits of l-glutamine, and lo and behold, I didn't know I was posting my first ever viral video. That video now has about 7.4 million views and about 1 million likes, which still just blows my mind. I'll be sure to link it in the show notes in case you have any interest in checking it out. But back to this last nutrient we'll be discussing. L-glutamine is an amino acid that is naturally produced by the body and is involved in many different bodily functions. But it plays a particularly important role in the gut. L-glutamine is the main energy source for all the cells that line your intestinal tract. So when your gut needs to heal because it's undergone damage for a variety of reasons, it needs a lot of energy in order to do that. So L-glutamine works by providing fuel to these cells so they can repair efficiently. But in addition to this, L-glutamine is a necessary component for the formation of glutathione, which is the most potent antioxidant in the body. So this indirectly will reduce inflammation and help to maintain the integrity of the gut lining. My favorite brands for supplementing with this amazing amino acid includes L-glutamine powder by Klaire Labs, Designs for Health, and Pure Encapsulations. If a person has struggled with digestive issues for years and I'm suspecting a lot of damage, I do like to dose it at least 5 grams per day. And unfortunately, this is only possible if you're using a powdered form, as capsules are usually much lower in dosage. Moving on to the third and final category, we have herbal products, also known as botanical medicine. So again, there's no way I can possibly discuss every herb or plant that can benefit the gut in this little segment, so I'll just be touching on a few of my favorites that I most commonly use. This list includes aloe vera, turmeric, fennel, and slippery elm. So starting from the top, we have aloe vera. Aloe vera is a plant that has been used for its medicinal properties for centuries and is known to have many benefits for the digestive system. This plant contains vitamin C, vitamin E, and zinc in addition to polysaccharides that have been shown to stimulate connective tissue formation. This means that it plays a really important role in wound healing and treating irritated tissue. So I love to use it for those with gastritis or chronic acid reflux. My biggest tip is to use aloe vera juice that comes from the inner leaf rather than the whole leaf. This is because whole leaf aloe vera juice can contain a part of the aloe plant called the latex, which is not recommended to be consumed long term, meaning more than 10 days. The gel is generally safe, but the latex not so much if taken internally. In severe cases, consuming latex from aloe can cause kidney damage, so practice extra caution if you had poor kidney function. My favorite brand is Lily of the Desert Inner Leaf Aloe Vera Juice and Aloe Vera Juice and Gel by Nature's Way. Next on the list of my favorite herbs for gut health, we have turmeric. Turmeric, also known as curcuma longa, is a powerful anti-inflammatory root that has been used for centuries to help fight chronic inflammation. Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin, which is responsible for many of its health benefits. And those benefits include reducing inflammation, acting as a prebiotic to help feed the good bacteria in the gut, and liver support. The liver plays an important role in digestive health since it is responsible for detoxifying the body and helping us metabolize nutrients. Curcumin, the active component of turmeric, has liver-protecting effects, which is so important not just for the gut, but for overall health. Now, you can take it in capsule form, but I have found that if you are using it for digestive health, then it is more beneficial if you drink or eat it. So I like to recommend making golden milk lattes using a pre-made blend like the one made by Gaia Herbs. Good as Gold by Aura Organics is also a good one, or even making the recipe from scratch. I also like Dose for Your Liver, which is a blend of botanicals with high-potency turmeric. And if I'm going for capsules, I like Turmeric Extra Strength by Theory. There are plenty of good turmeric supplements out there, but those are just some of my favorites. Next on the list of favorite herbs for gut health is fennel. Fennel is a plant that, again, has been used for soothing digestive issues for centuries, as most medicinal plants have. Some of the key benefits of fennel is that it can really help with reducing bloating and gas. This is because fennel contains a compound called anethol, which has carminative effects. This means that it relaxes the muscles of the digestive tract and promotes the expulsion of gas. Other compounds found in fennel also help to soothe general digestive discomfort and help regulate bowel movements. I like to recommend drinking fennel as a tea, since this is better at extracting those beneficial compounds more than just eating the plant itself. My favorite fennel teas include the Gas and Bloating Tea by Gaia Herbs, and also fennel tea and gas relief tea by Traditional Medicinals. Last but not least, on my list of herbs for gut health, we have slippery elm. So slippery elm is actually a tree, and we use the inner bark of the tree to help treat and soothe digestive issues such as heartburn, gastritis, and inflammatory bowel disease. The inner bark contains mucilage, which is a substance that becomes slippery and gel-like when mixed with water. Hence the name slippery elm. This mucilage is very soothing and acts as a protective barrier to the tissue lining and digestive tract. I find it to be super useful in people who are tapering off their antacid medication and are needing some extra support, and in those who are dealing with some mild gastritis or inflammation of the stomach. My favorite brand for slippery elm is the powder made by Vital Nutrients and the powder made by Heritage. Many times, this herb, along with others I mentioned, are used in a blend to help treat digestive issues more efficiently and effectively. So 2 of my favorite blends, which include ingredients like slippery elm, aloe vera, and l-glutamine, include GlutaShield by Orthomolecular Products and GI Revive by Designs for Health. Now that I've discussed my favorite supplements for gut health, I want to talk about the importance of purchasing high-quality products and what to look out for when choosing your supplements. It is crucial to be cautious when choosing supplements because supplements are not officially regulated for safety and effectiveness by any one body, like the FDA, for example. This means that quality of the product can vary greatly depending on the manufacturer and the seller. As a result, it is possible to unknowingly purchase low quality or even harmful supplements. Some may not contain the amount of active ingredients listed on the label, while others may contain harmful contaminants. Or even in some cases, like with probiotics, the product may not even be stored properly, which can cause them to be ineffective. To ensure that you are getting a safe and effective supplement, it is important to buy from reputable manufacturers. Look for products that have been third-party tested and certified, as this can provide reassurance that the product contains what it claims to and is free from harmful contaminants. To make it easier, I recommend that people purchase supplements from certified online dispensaries such as Fullscript or Emerson Ecologics. Fullscript is a free integrative medicine platform and has rigorous quality standards that are unmatched. Each brand and product offered in Fullscript's catalog must meet strict quality, purity, label accuracy, and safety standards, which can give you peace of mind when choosing your supplements. It's also a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional, such as a naturopathic doctor or functional medicine doctor, who can provide guidance on choosing high-quality supplements that are appropriate for your specific health needs. Remember, just because a product is considered to be healthy and safe doesn't mean that it necessarily is indicated for you. In summary, it's important to just be careful when adding a new product to your wellness routine. Without proper knowledge or guidance, it can be difficult to identify which supplements are worth investing in and which may be ineffective or even harmful. And just so you know, I will be listing all of my favorite supplements that I mentioned today in the show notes so you can easily see them. And there you have it. As a summary, in today's episode, we've talked about my favorite supplements for supporting a healthy gut. I covered 3 broad categories: probiotics, nutrients, and herbal medicine. I shared the benefits of supplements that fall under these categories, and I also told you the name and brand of some of my favorite products in case you'd like to try them. I will be listing all of my favorite supplements that I mentioned today in the show notes so you can easily access them. I hope that you found this episode helpful, and if you have any questions or comments for me, I would love to hear from you. That brings us to the end of our show today, so thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. Have a great rest of your day.